Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back
to
Magically Chaotic.
Whoa. Okay.
This feels weird.
So weird. How do you like the setup? Oh, wait, you've seen the setup. Never mind.
They haven't seen the yard.
And they haven't. Do you love the yard? Oh, my stomach just growled.
I have some maters back there.
You do. And how are they looking now?
There's like 8 of them growing.
Really?
Yeah.
I did see. Are they all turning red now?
Yes.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah. They're not very plumpy.
Mm-hmm.
They're Roma tomatoes.
Okay.
So I'm not sure, like, at what point do I go out there and retrieve one off the vine?
Oh, that's a great. What do you think your first meal with your tomatoes is going to be? Or like snack, whatever.
I would love to make a,
Mm-hmm.
you know what?
I was going to say bruschetta.
Yes.
Okay, I've been eating that lately, but like a healthy version, and it's so good.
I would make, like, I don't know, is it still called bruschetta if you just use the full tomato slice?
Maybe not, because that is what I've been doing. I've just been doing like a slice of tomato on a piece of bread.
And then some
And then-
balsamic.
And basil.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do whenever it's ready.
Yeah.
I just think, like, that has to be delicious because, like, it was grown in my backyard.
And it's really good also on a Dave's Killer Bread everything bagel.
Really?
Yeah. You don't even really, I mean, the mozzarella's nice, but
You
like,
don't have to have it.
no, I do like the low-fat shredded mozzarella sometimes, just a little
Just to add a little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice.
But, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to eat your tomato.
Thank you. You can have one.
Oh, I don't want to take your pride and
No,
joy.
Glenda, my neighbor, wants one.
Oh, okay.
She said, I was out there watering my tomatoes the other day, and she said, it's been so long since I had fresh produce. And I was thinking to myself, okay, first of all, that's not true. Second of all, I'll give you a tomato, Glenda. I literally was like, okay, well, I'll give you a tomato when they're ready.
Did she not see it's like one small plant with only 8 tomatoes?
I guess not. She wants one of the 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And, like, sharing is caring.
I mean, no, you're not wrong. Half Baked Harvest posted this pizza video last night, and it looked so good. You, like, oven roast tomatoes with shallots and onion.
I love an oven roasted tomato.
And then you don't even put pizza sauce. You just, after you put that in the oven, I think she broiled
it. creates a lot of good juices.
Yeah, and then she just smeared it all over this pizza crust.
Ooh.
And then topped it with burrata and basil. Oh my gosh. Like, I was watering at the mouth.
That sounds so good. It doesn't even sound that unhealthy.
No, it really doesn't. And then Tyler and I, shout out to Simple Mills almond flour pizza dough.
Oh, I saw this.
The best pizza dough, like, period. Like, it has, like, a flavor to it. It's so weird.
Really?
It can get
better than regular pizza dough?
I mean, it's, like, different. Like, I expected it to taste, like, healthy. Like, I still love regular pizza dough, but this one tasted like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, me and Tyler were both like, even on a non-healthy day, I would still come back and buy this pizza dough.
Really?
Yeah, it was so good.
Wow.
Yeah, because we were trying to make our little healthy pizza. So we got it at, I think, Whole Foods. It was $10 a box, so I do want to disclaim that. $10 per person.
That is something we should disclaim.
Yeah.
Because that is a bit pricey.
Bit pricey. I'm really hungry right now, if you can't tell.
I'm hungry too. But what is there to do about that? Crunch on air.
Wait it out. Yum.
That was delicious.
Oh, speaking of food, one more thing we made.
Please share.
These red velvet pancakes I posted.
Oh, I saw. I didn't watch the full TikTok.
Yeah.
But I saw your story.
They are so good. Like,
Are they?
taste like there's nothing at all bad.
You use
in
the
them.
first form powder?
The red velvet cake first form. Use my link. It would help out a lot. That red velvet cake powder is so good, though.
Really?
It's so good. It's worth every penny. It's a delicious.
I've never, like, really used protein powder before.
Really? Okay, a lot of them I don't like because they're, like, chalky, but theirs are, like, so smooth. Like, they have cinnamon cookie batter. They've had ice cream sandwich, which we've had, red velvet cake, and then we have blueberry muffin on the way. Interested to see how that one goes.
Blueberry muffin? I love a blueberry muffin.
Me
I've never drank a blueberry muffin.
Yeah. So you're not like a protein shake kind of girly swirly?
No.
That's understandable.
It's not that I don't know. I just have never found an interest in being a protein shake girly swirly.
Yeah.
I've definitely tried some in my time.
Yeah.
You know? But consuming protein isn't really a problem for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I feel that.
And, like, I also, I don't know.
I was ready to see where that was going.
It fell off immediately.
No, I feel that. And sometimes, like, after protein shakes, it doesn't matter if it has, like, 50 grams of protein, which mine do typically. I can still find a way to be hungry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's...
I feel like when you eat a lot of protein, you still have to eat substance to, like, fill your stomach.
Yeah. Like, even if it's just, like, salad, vegetables, whatever, like, to, you know, the what is it called? Where you eat
It's called
volume.
something. Volume.
Yeah.
Good job.
Volume.
That is what it's called.
Oh, do you follow? I meant to send this to you the other day when we were talking about just like fitness and things. Do you follow or know who Makeup Shayla is?
Do I? I might know her if you showed me.
Yeah, I can
Do
show
you
you.
think?
She has the cutest outfits. Like her clothes are so cute. Her and her husband, they go to Cabo a lot. They got married there. Wait, that's not her.
King
That's
and queen,
Tyler.
like.
But anyway, she has always like talked about her body. Her body is like literally my goals. And she, her and her husband, they've like done this fitness transformation this year. But her body is like
Oh, I do know who that is.
incredible. But she was talking about what she eats and stuff, and she was telling me, not telling me.
She was talking to me, and she was like, "This is what I eat."
She was on her YouTube video, and she was talking about how bell peppers have a lot of carbs in them.
Bell peppers are disgusting.
Oh, you don't like bell peppers? For real?
No, she's saying that's the key.
Well, she was just saying, like, she doesn't really eat rice or, like, anything anymore. Like, she eats carbs. I mean, she will sometimes, but, like, she says it's, like, people act like you can't get carbs from vegetables and stuff. And, like, she was talking about, like, how bell peppers have so many carbs and it will fill you up. And she's lost 17 pounds this year. She used to do keto, and she's the one that influenced me to do keto. And then she stopped because she realized it's not good for you. Then she, like, got snatched for her wedding regularly during COVID. Then she started this new fitness journey that's, like, actually healthy. But then I was like, I've never looked at a bell pepper and thought that's going to fill me up.
I just don't enjoy them at all.
Really? Like, not even, like, fajita style?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I'm not a pepper girl.
Okay.
I'm a pepper girl. I need to take that back.
Okay.
I like a jalapeno.
Mm-hmm.
I like a banana pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I like a...
Black pepper.
What is a black pepper?
Well, like, black pepper, like...
Oh.
I'm sorry, I took a different direction.
I love some ground pepper.
Yeah. What is that question of the day? What is black pepper?
I believe it's like a seed of sorts.
Mm.
Because, like, when you have the grinders, it's like little balls.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I
And you
love
turn
fresh ground pepper. I could eat.
Just on a spoon.
Tyler thinks I'm insane because
Just
when
lick
I
it.
eat anything, like especially salad,
You put pepper all over it.
more pepper than I probably should.
On the cruise ship, every time they served us anything, they came around with pepper.
Oh, I'm so
And they
excited.
were just like...
I want to get into that.
That was ASMR for you guys.
Can you do it one more time? Pretty.
The first time was better.
So Madison went to Alaska for 10 days.
That can be my magical moment.
Well, yeah. Should we go ahead and get into that? Because
Yeah.
that's the reason I haven't fully asked you. Because, like, I want, like, live reactions of, like, everything you're about to say.
Okay.
I want to hear everything about it.
Okay. It's like, was the time of my life, but
yeah.
I don't know how much of a reaction I'm going to get out of you.
Okay.
I have some opinions about it
Oh,
that I think that I want to share with you.
I'm so excited for those.
Okay.
Let's dive.
So my magical moment was going to Alaska.
Yay.
It was a 7-day cruise, but it was a 10-day trip. We went to Vancouver the first day. Vancouver is so fun.
Really?
So pretty.
Really? Like,
But also, like, big city. I would have loved to spend more time there
mhm.
and explored Vancouver.
I wonder if it's similar to Toronto because I want to go back to Toronto.
I think it is. I think it's like the Toronto of the West Coast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've seen TikToks of people, like, Vancouver versus Toronto. Like, they compare those two cities.
Oh, cool.
I got on Vancouver TikTok because I was going to Vancouver, you know?
Fun. Like, trying to find out what to do.
Yeah, but, like, and then we only had, like, you know, an afternoon and a morning, so it was, like, really couldn't do much.
Yeah.
But I made my whole family walk with me to Starbucks.
Fun.
Well, I made them walk a lot of places. We walked all the way down to, like, the bay, and they had, like, this really cute market, but we didn't have time to take the ferry over there. And then when I made them walk with me to Starbucks, like, when I tell you they wanted to take me off the planet.
They didn't want some Starbs?
Like, they all got Starbucks, yeah, but it was hot, and they were like, everyone was worried we're going to miss the bus, and I was like, literally, we have an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Or we have an hour. Starbucks is a 15-minute walk.
The timing's perfect.
30 minutes for them to make our coffee. Like, surely to
Yeah.
God, it's not going to take that long.
Yeah.
It didn't.
You made it perfectly back in time.
These people. And we started walking back to the hotel, and everyone's like, speed walking. And I'm like, you guys, it's 10 minutes away. The buses aren't even going to be there for 30 minutes. What are you doing? Anyways, so we got on the buses, and we went to the cruise ship. Did anything else happen in Vancouver? We ate at a really good restaurant.
What'd you eat?
Halibut cheeks.
Oh. Okay, when they say
halibut cheeks.
do they mean cheeks or cheeks?
Cheeks, like face.
Oh my gosh, what made you inclined to order that?
So we went to this like very cool like local restaurant moment. And it was actually so good. I couldn't begin to tell you what it was called. Some like fish house. And it was like pretty fancy, but like it was interesting. So it was like giving Irish bread pub. Like it was giving like
I love that vibe.
Like
a little dark,
noisy, and like wood and people everywhere. But the menu was giving 5-star restaurant.
Ooh.
So it was just so interesting. Claire, they had, oh my God, this is coming back to me now. They had the most delicious bread. You would have literally died. Bread. And they had, Claire, this is going to, they had crab infused olive oil with balsamic vinegar like they poured the crab infused olive oil, or was it lobster infused, one of those two, olive oil into a bowl, put the balsamic in on top of it, and you dipped bread into it. And when I tell you, it's the most delicious thing I've ever put in my mouth.
That literally makes me emotional.
I know, like I would literally not drive. I would fly back to Vancouver just for that. They were like, "This is nowhere else in the world," and I was like,
"It's better in my kitchen because I'm gonna figure out how to make it."
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. And then we had halibut cheeks. That was better than the halibut cheeks. I ate so much bread. I was sitting there and I was like, I was supposed to be like trying to eat healthy on this trip or whatever. And I did for the most part. Well, that's a lie. No. But at this point, I hadn't yet fallen all the way off the wagon. I would say this is where I fell off the wagon.
Okay.
Because I was sitting there and I was like, I had been eating healthy for a travel day or whatever.
Yeah.
And then comes out with crab infused oil. What do?
You don't say no to that.
You don't say. At no point in your life is that ever going to happen for you again. And so I was like, literally, I was on like my 6th piece of bread, and I told my like they were like the little like thin little crunchies.
Yeah,
they weren't crunchy. It was like sourdough almost.
Oh my God.
And it may have been sourdough.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
And I go back into the basket for another piece. I look at my mom. I say, I just have to.
No, I don't blame you at all. That sounds magical. I'm gonna need the
balsamic at the bottom was just like. My dad was like, oh my God, because he had never had it.
Balsamic?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, oh my God, it's so good at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad.
You haven't lived.
You haven't lived. So anyways, it was really good. And then the waiter suggested halibut cheeks. It's apparently a thing that they do up there.
That's so... I didn't realize fish had cheeks.
Halibut are huge.
I could not tell you what a halibut looks like, so I am going to give it a quick Google because it's going to drive me bananas.
And then, I'm just so sorry, like, so much happened. I could talk about this for 2 hours.
I want to talk, like, literally, this can be a catch-up episode.
Okay. So then, we got on the boat, and we started our journey. We had a day at sea. Let's see, where'd we go first? We went first to this place called Ketchikan, and that was my favorite place that we went to. So, the thing about Alaska, like, all the towns are super small. And, like, they're really all the same. Ketchikan was the only one that was, like, a little bit different. Yeah. But they all just have, like, a bunch of gift shops. Like, it very much is just, like, touristy. And they're very small. It's just, like, 1 or 2 strips of stores, and that's it. So, you don't go to Alaska for, like... Shopping.
Yeah.
I bought some prints right there.
Oh. That
an artist painted. It's really cute. I'm going to put them on the wall. But, Ketchikan had the most, like, cool places that were like different, and then the other 2 cities we went to, Juneau and Skagway, both had like identical shops at both, and it was like very few, so it really wasn't that cool.
Because Juneau's the capital, right?
It is,
and but they just didn't have a lot.
No. Oh my God.
Interesting.
My mic just said I'm leaving you. So yeah, and then let's see what happened fun in Ketchikan. In Ketchikan, we didn't do an excursion; we just explored. Is that true, or did I just lie? I think that's true. Yeah. Okay, and then we moved on to Juneau. And Juneau was my favorite like excursions. So we
Ooh.
got off the boat and me and Tyler went kayaking.
Oh yeah, how was the kayaking? I know
When
you
I-
were excited.
Well, when I tell you that, like, we almost took each other off the planet. Like, we were screaming at each other cuss words in the
Oh.
middle of a lake because we couldn't make our kayak go the right
Oh,
direction.
that's so funny.
And he was in the back of the kayak. And before we were getting in the kayak, the man was like our leader or whatever. He was like, whoever gets in the back of the kayak is going to steer the kayak. Whoever gets in the front of the kayak is just rowing.
Yeah.
And so Tyler was like, I can get in the back of the kayak. I'll steer it. You know, he was like, oh. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't know about these body pump classes. Like,
No, he has no idea, you know what I'm saying? And so he gets in the back of the kayak and, you know, he fell short, you know? And so we're still, like, freaking at the shore,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And our group is in the middle of the mother trucking lake, and I'm, like, they can't even hear me yelling at him. They're so far away.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Tyler! Ah! And we were
Yeah.
just, like, he was yelling at me, I was yelling at him. This whole thing, we had to apologize when we got out of the lake.
Yeah.
Um,
That's cute. Did your parents go or no?
No, they didn't go. So it was just me and Tyler, just
Okay.
like brawling with one another.
Yeah.
And like there was literally a point where I was like, I would rather this kayak be flipped upside down than like continue to be here.
Yeah.
We both would get so annoyed that we would just like stop
Yeah.
and like just sit there.
Was it cold or was it like not?
It wasn't cold like the temperature, but the water was cold.
Oh.
So I mean, it was by a glacier.
Mhm.
So it's like you look over and there's this beautiful glacier for which I have a painting of, a print
Oh.
right there.
I cannot wait to
But
see
you look
it.
over and there's a beautiful glacier,
Mhm.
and then it's just me and Tyler just like.
Oh.
But then
Uh-huh.
there were seals. That was pretty cool, and there were a bunch of
Oh.
eagles.
Oh, eagles.
Yeah, did you know that bald eagles? The population in Alaska is like huge. That's where like they all
Really?
live because you know they're endangered.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
There was like literally like 50 like
Aw.
flying around
That's lovely.
in one little section. We saw so many bald eagles.
How are the seals? Were they cute?
Oh, they were so cute. They would like
love a
swim up and they
seal.
would like pop their head up and look at you, and
Are
then they would
these-
like swim away.
They're vicious, aren't they?
No, sea lions.
Oh, that's sea lions.
Seals are not.
Okay, I can see it in my head now.
Yes.
The two have differentiated finally. They were together.
Yes. Seals are like the cute little ones that just look like blubber.
Yeah,
And sea lions are the ones that are like,
with all the teeth.
yeah, and they're like,
Oh, that would be a horrible way to go.
yeah, he told us that he was out there the other day, like when we were there, and he was like, yeah, there was a sea lion out here the other day. And I didn't tell the group. I just told him we were headed back.
Ooh.
Because sea lions are very territorial. They're very, like,
Ooh.
they'll, like, actually get you. But a seal
Yeah.
won't get you.
Yeah.
Sea lions eat seals.
It just put. I'm sorry, my stomach is literally making noises.
Really?
Like sea lion, they are the
Ah.
lion of the sea.
Correct.
Wow.
We saw some of those, though, but we were on a boat. So then we got finished kayaking.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be the part that I think that you would go to Alaska for this reason and this reason alone.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
We finished kayaking.
Mm-hmm.
We go get lunch at this place called Tracy's Crab Shack.
I already love it.
We have the actual, like, the way that I have never had a piece of crab that tastes like this in my life.
Ooh.
Snow crab legs.
Oh, I would. Sold. I'm going.
Claire, this thick around. Literally, I'm not kidding. You pull the meat out, this thick around.
Oh,
Like, chunks of just, like, delectable crab.
that sounds delicious.
It was the best thing I've ever eaten ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
And then I had like a crab.
Wait, had you had crab legs before?
So no, I've never. Well, I've had them. Like people have cracked them for me.
Uh-huh.
But you know, I have that weird thing about
I
cracking
was about to
things.
say, this is new.
Yeah. So like my parents have like given me pieces of crab before,
Mhm.
and I've had like pieces of crab before, of
Yeah.
course. But I've never actually cracked my own leg,
Mhm.
and so I was like, I'm gonna take it upon myself right now to do that.
How was that experience?
You know, and I thought, you know, I have that thing where I don't like, you know, to eat animals with bones.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also have that thing where, like, I don't think fish have feelings.
Oh, so crab is like with the
I can do
fish.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I had never done it before just for fear of it, but, like, peel and eat shrimp, like, I can do
Mhm.
that all day long because I just don't think a shrimp
Oh.
has a feeling.
Okay, I get that.
What I'm not going to do is a crawfish.
Yeah.
Because, like, the heads.
They have feelings.
I don't know if they have feelings, they just have eyes.
Yeah, they do, and it's gross.
And so I
Sometimes
can't do
suck
that.
the brains out.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's something I can't do.
Yeah.
Peel and eat shrimp, I can do. Crab legs, I can do. I learned.
Mhm.
But so, no, I had never cracked my own crab leg.
Yeah. Did
I
you
have
find
eaten crab.
satisfaction?
I did because I've watched people crack crab legs, you know, my whole life. Like we go
Uh-huh.
to the beach, you get crab legs, and they're just
Mhm.
like these little little friends. They're just like not that big.
Yeah.
And so when I cracked this bad boy, like for that to be my first experience, I feel like I'm almost not gonna want to get another crab leg anywhere.
I was about to say, you
Because
made
I cracked that bad boy
Yeah.
open and it was like meat this thick coming out of it, and I was like,
I would pay $100 to eat that right now.
I know it's gonna cost you that much.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Is Alaska very expensive as a state? Like this food?
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
It's not like stupid,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a little bit more pricey.
Mm.
And like obviously a crab leg is expensive.
Oh my gosh.
But they came straight out of the water, you know, because that's where they live. The
Yeah.
crabs.
We should go. I don't know when we'll find the opportunity in Miami. But
To
I
get
feel
crab.
like they'll have good crab legs.
They probably will.
You'll see me.
But you know, like that's where they do deadliest catches up there in the Bering Sea.
Oh.
So like the snow crab and stuff, they like that's like where they are for
I
real.
remember learning about the Bering Sea.
That's why it's so good.
Okay.
So that was amazing. And then after that, we went
Mhm.
whale watching, and this was probably the high of my trip.
This is all in one day?
Yes, it was a
Ooh,
big day, big
That's
day.
a very big day.
Big day. We got back to the boat and we were like, "What?" We like literally went straight to sleep. We went whale watching next.
Mm-hmm.
So we get on a boat. I mean, what is it called? Bus. And they take us out to these little boats, and we get on these, and we go see some whales, and that was so fun.
Oh.
So did you know about the whales?
Not a lot. I know we talked about one of them goes to Hawaii.
I find that to be the most interesting thing. That's what I was going to share.
Yeah.
So the whales of Alaska, most of them are Hawaii whales, and they travel. So whale migration paths, these at least, they travel all the way down to Hawaii to breed and have babies.
Mhm.
And then they come all the way back up to Alaska with their new calves and eat all summer long and gain thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
Because when they go back down to Hawaii to breed and have calves, they don't eat until they come back to
Oh,
Alaska.
I'd be so hungry.
So they lose all that weight off and they gain like 1,000 pounds a day or something like that.
Oh, that's bananas.
Hmm
Oh, that's so interesting. Did you see any babies?
I saw 2 babies.
Oh.
So I saw a mother named Sasha.
I remember you.
Sasha is a Hawaii whale. She comes every year.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had a baby named Tango.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was babysitting a baby named Trompers.
Oh.
And then we saw 2 other whales. These whales, I think that they're each other's like side pieces.
Oh.
Because apparently they meet in Alaska every year, but they both like go to 2 different parts of the world for their
You're kidding.
I'm serious.
They have families at home.
They have families at home. They go to 2 different parts of the world to have babies. It's a
What?
man and a woman. I can't
Oh.
remember their names, but they were telling us on the boat that they hang out together every year. Like they come up there and they hang out together the whole time. But then one of them, like she is a Hawaii whale,
Uh-huh.
and he is a like somewhere else whale. I can't remember where else.
Oh, that's.
And
mean.
they were like talking about it, and they're like, yeah, they got some stuff going on at home.
Yeah. Holy moly.
But you know, whales don't mate for life, so it's not like
Oh, so they're just kind of like open.
they're into open relationships.
Interesting.
But these 2 people, they really like each other. They do this every year. They said for the past few years.
Maybe.
They're seen hanging out.
Okay.
But well, you know, whales live really long.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Like longer than humans, correct? Or
No, 80 years, 80, 90
Okay.
years, which is like
That's
forever for
that's
a
a
fish.
really long time.
Like in the Watra.
Yeah.
You'd be staying in there that long?
They're so big too.
They're huge.
Oh my gosh, 1,000 pounds a day?
Hmm
That's crazy.
hmm
It makes me feel so small.
Then we saw another one from a distance, but the couple,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to call them because I don't remember their names.
Mm-hmm.
They were like sneaking around and we
Ooh.
didn't know, and they
Yeah.
popped up literally like 5 feet from the boat.
Oh shoot.
And you can't. So the rules of like if you're within, I think, 100 yards or something,
Uh-huh.
you can't be that close to a whale. Like you can't approach that close.
Uh-huh.
So if you're sitting still, you have to turn off your motor and like just idle. And if a whale pops up, you can't move until it leaves,
Oh.
like to protect them.
Yeah. What kind of whale were
These are humpback.
Oh, I love a humpback. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently they had orcas that morning, but orcas travel like 100 miles a day or something. So they're
Oh, busy.
yeah, they're like you'll never like if you see an orca, it's gonna be gone by the time
Yeah.
you make it back out. But the
That's
humpbacks
interesting.
stay
Mm-hmm.
in the area,
Yeah.
and they stay all summer, and they just like dive down and eat, and
Aw.
then come back up. They eat for 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
20.
20. That's my dream. 20
And then when they sleep, they just like they kind of stay awake. He said that I just like love fun facts about
Yeah.
like anything.
Yeah.
So he was talking about them and he was like, whales have something in their mind where they can't turn their full mind. Like humans, when we go to sleep, we can turn our full mind off and our body's still going to function. But a whale and like some other animals, they can't. So they have to like
I've
leave
heard that
part of
before.
their mind on while they sleep. So interesting. So they still swim while they sleep.
Do dolphins do that too?
Maybe. Is it a
Yeah,
dolphin?
I think it's a dolphin. And I think another like land animal does that too. I cannot tell you. That's very interesting though.
Yeah, so they still move while they're asleep. They don't like they're not actively like
Mm-hmm.
but they're still like
Yeah.
coasting along
Oh.
when they're asleep.
Never mess with a whale then.
Never.
Every time I think of whales now, I think of Avatar. And it makes
And
me
those little fake
emotional.
whales.
So
That was the saddest thing I've ever seen.
animal
I feel like
cruelty for nothing.
I know. I feel like I now have like a very personal connection with the whales, and so like if I find out someone's taking them off the planet, I might go take them off the planet.
You're gonna start showing up to whale protests and like
I could.
save the whales. Yeah.
Truly,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think we've done a lot of advocacy for them. I think they're doing good.
Good.
But anyways, so then we went. That was my favorite day.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went, even though me and Tyler literally brawled that morning.
Sometimes that's fun.
We got back to my parents, and they were like, "How was it?" And me and Tyler both looked at them and said, "It was the worst thing ever." And they were like, "Huh?" Like they were like dumbfounded. They were like, "What?"
You're gonna come back all happy, cheery.
And we both walk up and we're like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
Let's see. And then we went to the last place we went to was Skagway. In Skagway, we rode. See, this is so cool too. In Skagway, we rode the train that goes. We didn't go all the way out to Whitehorse. Whitehorse is where all the gold mines are in the Yukon. It's where they film Gold Rush.
Oh, okay.
So, we didn't go all the way out there because it was like 130 miles, but we rode the train there. And as we were riding, like, there's a ton of history. It's the trail that the people used to take, like, walk.
Oh, from Alaska to Russia?
No. From, from like Skagway out to the Yukon. And it's like 130 miles, and it's like the most treacherous conditions, and like so many people died and stuff trying to get to gold because they were trying to mine the gold.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, and they came up with they were telling us so many like cool things about it. You have to cross the Canadian border to get to the Yukon, and the Yukon is in Alaska, but like there's a section of Canada that you have to go through to get to the Yukon. And so there was like back in the day, like the Canadian people made it like some rule where you had to have like at least so many pounds of supplies before they would let you cross the border. So these people had like so many like these huge packs on their bodies because people would just go out there and die because they wouldn't have enough supplies. They'd make it out there and they would just die. And so Canada was like forcing people to have like however many pounds of stuff before they would even let them pass. And then there was a section of the trail called like something about dead horses because they used to abuse the animals and pack them down. And then they would get to a part of the trail but it was so thin that the horses couldn't fit and they would fall off the edge.
I hope those people are not in.
When they said that, I almost started crying.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah. It was like dead horse. I don't remember what they called it. Dead horse? Maybe it was just called dead horse.
That's horrible.
And like hundreds and hundreds of horses have died there.
That's a fact I don't like.
I don't like that fact either, but I found it interesting about the walking out to the Yukon. You know, like poor.
You gotta be a real hustler to like really. Want
You should have seen the trail.
Yeah.
It's like. I mean, it's. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like it's like literally this thick.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. And you go like along like cliffs and stuff. Like it is the most scariest thing ever. Like I would very literally never.
How are you gonna get the gold back?
I don't know that they thought that deep into it.
Yeah.
Well, like I guess like just a little bit of gold in a cup really goes a long way.
That's true. That's very heavy.
Okay, and then that was the last like stop we did. So we did Glacier Bay cruising the rest of the time and just like cruised around and saw a bunch of glaciers. That was pretty fun. And then we made it back we docked in Anchorage, Alaska. That's the biggest city in Alaska. And got on an airplane and came home. And at this point, I was deathly ill. I had gotten very sick.
Oh, what kind of sick? Like stomachy?
Mhm.
Oh, we did talk about that.
Because we red-eyed home
Yeah.
from Anchorage that night.
Uh-huh.
And I was so sick I literally didn't sleep.
Really?
Like every hour I got up with that feel better bag and went to the bathroom and sat.
Oh, no.
I never actually threw up.
Mm. You
Nothing
think it was
came
from
out
the
of my body.
food, or?
I don't know if it was the food. Yeah, I guess.
Mm.
And it kind of lingered for the next couple days.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, it never produced any results.
Just
Like,
like pain.
Yeah. Like, I was never like, oh, that's why I was sick.
Was the cruise food good? Like on the boat?
It was sub cruise food. I mean, it wasn't great. The best food we had was definitely off the boat at the crab place and then also in Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
That's the two best things we ate.
Nice.
Yeah. The cruise food was just like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Did
You
you
know.
make any friends?
I made 2 friends.
Mm-hmm.
I made a friend from Cape Town, Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylin, he was a personal trainer.
Nice.
I feel like really bad. I need to unburden myself. I pinky promised him I was going to come to the gym on Glacier Bay cruising, and I didn't. I don't know if that I've ever broken a pinky promise before.
Oh no, he was probably so excited. So if he sees this,
He followed me on Instagram, so there's a chance he
oh,
will see
really?
this. So
You
hey,
should tell
buddy.
him I'm so sorry.
I am really sorry. Please don't hate me. I mean, I know I'll literally probably never see you again, but I don't want to have bad blood.
Yeah. Just in
And
case.
then I made another friend named Jared,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember where he was from. He was cool.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. He was from somewhere like not Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
but his accent was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like very Mon.
Yeah.
Like that.
Cute.
I don't remember.
think
He
of
was
where
like
else.
the happiest human I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Every time I saw him, he was like,
Aw.
hey!
I need some of that energy.
And I was like, hey!
Do
He
you
was
really?
really fun.
Mhm.
Let's see. I think that's really it. After like an hour and a half of talking.
Yeah. No, I really wish you would keep going. Like, this has been my favorite episode we've done. Like, truly, I love hearing this.
Yeah. It was really fun.
I love that.
Super relaxing. I read a full book.
Oh, what book?
American Royals.
Okay.
I saw it on Margot's
Uh-huh.
Instagram saying that she loved it and it was really good.
Really?
So it's about, I think you would actually, well, I don't know if you would like it. Oh my God, did I mention that Queen Elizabeth was at the hotel we went to in Vancouver?
No.
Well, like she wasn't there presently, but she had been there.
Yeah,
There are
no.
pictures of her on the wall.
Oh, cool. Wait, no. I think did you post a picture of
I did
that?
because like I saw that and I was literally
Yeah, you
dumbfounded.
said it was a fancy hotel, right?
It was so fancy.
Ooh.
It was like it's a French hotel.
Yeah. Did your parents pick that hotel? Like.
No, the cruise line
Oh.
put us there,
Oh.
and my parents like paid for the bougie package
Ooh.
where it like got us to like they provided hotel transport and all that stuff.
Oh, nice.
It was like a big group of us, but I think they put you in like a super nice hotel
I love that.
for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like Miss Girl Queen Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, we walk in, she's on the wall. Immediately, I start freaking out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everywhere I'm walking, I'm like,
This is a royal.
oh, the hotel also had a Chanel store and a
What?
Dior store inside of it,
Oh, did you get pictures of all of these? Lovely.
and a Gucci store.
Oh, that's nice.
I think I lied. It had a Gucci store and a Dior store. That's right, not Chanel.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah, I did take pictures of everything, but it was like in the hotel.
Yeah.
Like what?
So only bougie people stay there. Like
yeah,
you, bougie.
obviously, because I went right into the Gucci store and I bought everything.
You said, give me.
I took my dad over there and I showed him the window and I said, Dad, if you really like loved me,
Yeah.
you would buy me some of these things. And he looked at me in my eyes and he said, Madison,
Yeah.
if I had $1 million,
Yeah.
I would not spend it on this.
That's so real.
And I said, okay, James, would you like give it to me to spend on this?
Yeah.
And he was like, that is the most outrageous use of money that I've ever seen.
I mean, like, he's not wrong. However, that is my goal in life, to be able to buy that stuff.
Literally me too.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, Madison, this is just a normal purse. It just has a brand on it. And I was like, Cindy, that's the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were just really hating on my goals.
Yeah.
But everywhere I walked, I was like, oh my God, Queen Elizabeth has been here.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
oh my God, she's been in this elevator.
I'm on that same level. Yeah.
It was really wild.
No, I love that. That's beautiful. Anything else? Any other fun facts or things you learned?
Oh, wait, I needed to say that because I was telling you about the book.
Uh-huh.
It's
Oh,
about
yeah.
if the Washington family had chosen to be like a monarchy instead of what we are.
Oh.
And it's like about current day, what current day princess of like, so it would be like George Washington's like very long down the line, like granddaughter is doing. And it's like, it's not about like government at all. It's about like all these juicy, there's like 3 different love stories happening at once. It's very good.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think that would work out for us.
I don't think so either.
I think that would have been
devastating.
Horrible.
That was like the whole reason we came to America. So like obviously that's not what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
that would have been crazy. That's a very creative author to think about.
Yeah, there's 2 more books and I would love to read them, but like when do I have time?
Yeah.
So like low key, that's why I broke my pinky promise with Kaylin.
You had
So
to
if
read.
he's watching this. Because I was getting a hot dog one day and he came up to me and he was like, come sit with me and talk to me. And I was like,
hot dog.
A hot dog?
Hot dog.
Sorry.
Stupid.
And I know I said it weird.
No, you didn't.
And he was like, come sit with me. And I was like, no, I'm reading.
Yeah, I gotta find out what
And I feel kind of
happened.
bad about it. But at the same time, like, I was like, I don't ever get to read.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Nor do I ever really want to read, but, you know.
That sounds so relaxing.
Yeah, it was great. I got a massage.
Oh, did
75
you?
minutes.
Ooh.
She really massaged me good. She tried to sell me so much stuff when it was over.
Yeah.
But I was like,
I can't. Oh, that sounds lovely.
She told me that the tension in my neck is like absurd.
Really? Did she say what to do about that?
Yeah, I don't know if she was like just like hyping me up to sell me something. But she was like, you have so much tension in your neck, you get headaches all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I get headaches.
Yeah.
And she was like, you need to put stuff on that to like release those muscles. And then she tried to sell me the
I'll get
stuff
spicy hot when I'm back in
the States.
Yeah. That sounds so magical.
Yeah, it was really good. She really got in there.
I need a massage. I've figured out this new form of how Tyler can pop my back. I've never had anyone in my life be able to pop my back.
Wow, this is impressive.
And I told him, I hope you don't mind. This is your life now.
To pop.
Till the day we depart each other, like, you will be doing this. It's basically like you, like, at like you're slow dancing or whatever, and his arms are like in your back. And then he just squeezes all the way up my spine, like picks me up.
And it pops?
Yes, it's like backwards of how you would think to pop someone's back. Like,
really?
You would face like front and like cross your arms, you know? But like I face him, and then he just like squeezes my spine.
Yeah.
And I have not felt better. He's been doing it every day.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, and it feels great.
My dad makes me squeeze him sometimes, and that pops his back.
I like that.
But like I obviously can't pick him up. I just have to like go around like the front of him and squeeze really hard.
Yeah.
And it pops him
Try
sometimes.
the lay down method, like I do.
I would never do that to my dad. My dad has a bad back. I'd probably break it.
Oh, that would be bad. Oh,
yeah.
That would be really. I popped Tyler's back last night, and it shattered.
I bet.
I love a back pop. I love a massage story. Sorry, it really got me going.
Yeah. The massage was amazing.
Dang, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Did you get a nice like tan? Like, was the sun popping, or was it more like
my scalp got burnt? But no, I didn't get a tan because like you had to wear clothes.
Oh, was it like one of those cruise ship? Yeah. Oh, like or
no, like because it was like a little chilly.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah. But so like it wasn't like you had a ton of exposed skin, but my scalp got sizzled one day.
Tough.
Because you're a little closer to the sun up there.
Tough. Yeah, that's true. It's crazy.
It doesn't get dark until like literally like 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
Really?
In Juneau, it doesn't get dark until midnight. So they do fireworks on July the 3rd. They shoot them off at midnight on July the 4th because if they don't, then they won't be able to shoot fireworks on July the 4th. They'll shoot them on July the 5th because it won't get dark in time.
Oh, that's funny.
So they do it the night before.
That's funny. I love that. There was something else I was gonna ask. Would you go back to Alaska?
So that's the interesting thing. Would I go back? I'm not gonna be in a rush.
Yeah.
I think it's like one of those places that like you see and you're kind of done.
Yeah.
Like I would go back one day, like if I was with my family, if it was like a similar situation to what I did now, like taking my kids or like going with a husband or something like that.
Right. Like 30 years from now, you may.
30 years from now, something like that. But is it something I'm ever going to pay for on my own just to take myself there? No.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No. And that's what one of my opinions were. I don't know that you would enjoy it.
I feel like I would, because like when I think of outdoorsy things, I feel like that's the vibe that I would like to.
I took a video of the woods because I wanted to show you that they looked like Twilight Woods.
I would like that.
Yeah.
I really would. But I've never had the urge to go to Alaska. Did you see the Northern Lights or no?
No,
That's what I would want to go see.
me too. They told us that they were going to potentially, there was a chance for them one night. So we all woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning and went out on the deck because like it doesn't get dark until that late.
Yeah.
And they weren't there.
Oh.
But
I feel like if I'm going to do the, like the wintry travel destination, like something like Alaska, I think
to
I'm
the North Pole.
Well, that or like to Norway, Sweden, Finland, like that vibe. Like I would love to go to Alaska. I think it would be so beautiful, but I think I would more so go the European route because I would love to go to the North Pole because like there is a town in Alaska called the North Pole, and it's like a Santa's Village kind of thing. But I feel like it'd be kind of like what you said, like small town. Like I'd be there for a day and I'd be like, okay, I've seen everything.
Yeah.
And I can go back now.
If it's anything like the size of the towns we went to, it would be a very fast
and I just
excursion.
don't have the funds for prioritizing
I
that.
think the one thing about Alaska that is so cool is that it is so untouched by humans.
Really?
It is so untouched. Like there's obviously parts of it are, but it's so preserved. It's so like it's just like God's earth.
That's
and like
cool.
that's it. And so that's what makes it really cool.
Yeah.
And so it's like so like it's like the most beautiful things that you'll ever see with your eyes.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things where it's like it's so untouched that like it's not going to change.
Yeah.
So like while you can go back and look at it and all those things, like it's still going to look like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
And
I love that.
It's like almost everything's so beautiful. I don't know. It's just like you start looking around and you're like, oh, there's another beautiful mountain with snow caps and like I don't know.
Yeah. No, I love that.
It was the best. It was the most pretty things I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like it was gorgeous, but it's just not a place that I'm gonna like venture back to anytime soon.
That's understandable. I feel like there's very few places like that you like. I feel like Vegas is another one of those like one time and done for me. Like I would love to go once and then
call that it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been some places before where I'm like, I don't really want to ever go back there. Like the Grand Canyon, I have no interest in ever going back to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's how I am about. I've been to Sedona, Arizona. I mean, like, I would go back.
See, all those places are places in my head that, like, I'll go back one day when I have a family.
Yeah.
Or, like, just to take my kids to see it.
Yeah.
Or, like, with a husband or something like that.
Yeah.
But, like, those aren't places that I'm, like, just dying to go back to.
I feel like some people also look at, like, Washington, D.C. like that, but, like, I would go back in a heartbeat.
I would also go back to Washington, D.C. in a heartbeat. But that is a really good example of what I think some people feel. Because it's, like, it's just monuments. It's not going to change.
New York. A lot of people I know have been in New York once, and that was good for them. And, like, not for me.
Me either.
I feel like Miami is going to... I don't know what to think about Miami.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel either. Do you think it's going to be a one-and-done place?
I feel like, honestly, this one's going to be like a party trip. So I feel like I would love to go also, like, family vibes or, like, not even girls trip, but, like, I don't know. I mean, I know we can turn it into whatever we want to, but I want to see the day life, you know? Is that a word? Yeah. Like, all of
Like, how do the normals live?
Yeah, I want to live. I don't want to do, like, I want to do touristy things this time.
The thing is I think that the normals live a very heavy party life as well.
Really?
Yeah, because you remember in Orlando when I got in that Uber with that man?
Oh, yeah.
And he was telling me about how he lived in Miami and what his schedule was?
Yeah.
And he was just a normal.
Yeah.
Just wild.
I could not keep up with that. I'm not meant to live like that. But I would love to go, like, once every few years, maybe.
So what's been up with you? I've been talking for so long.
No, this has been so fabulous. My magical moment
Oh my God.
was, I'm trying to think. Honestly, we have just been running through the ground with 75 hard. That I think, honestly, I have gotten stronger. Was probably hitting like a bench press PR of 105. And since that day, I just decided I'm going to be strong.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah.
That was your little video. Okay, the sun came out to play.
Yeah,
So we had to close the curtain.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, I don't know if I could lift 100 pounds over my head if someone was like, I'm going to kill you if you don't.
No, I used to think that. Like, last year when we did 75 hard, I could barely do 10 pounds on each side. Like, the bar itself is 45 pounds. So, I mean, that itself, like, honestly, if you're doing, like, 15, 20 reps, it eventually doesn't matter how much is on it. It gets heavy. But now I've been doing 25 on each side, like, regularly. And I'm like...
so strong.
Well, I saw this video of this TikTok, and she was like... right now, I'm in a phase where, like, I've lost some weight, but, like, slowly. But, like, I've been watching a lot of, like, body recomp videos. And this girl was saying, like, what you have to do, you just have to lift heavier than you think you can. Like, you think you can lift a certain amount of weight. no, you can lift heavier than that. And so every day this week, there's some things I've almost caught up with Tyler on.
Really?
And he's like, what? You've really been pushing yourself. And I'm like, yeah, because I decided I'm just going to be strong. And so it's a mindset. Truly.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been feeling good in that way.
Good.
Yeah. What else has happened? Honestly, those pancakes were really good.
Really?
Yeah. Like, truly. I've
I
had,
love
like,
that.
a very bland, because, like, 75 hard
Takes it out of you.
takes it out. Like, I've gotten, like, no sleep this week.
You really need to work on that.
Tonight, like, we are recording this really early on a Sunday. It's 8:45 now.
I can't believe it, quite honestly.
No, me either. I'm so excited for this afternoon because I'm going to take a nap. I've
As you
decided.
should.
Also, me and Tyler, like, leading up to Miami, we have decided that we are going to cut costs in every aspect that we can. Like, no money. Like, yesterday I was like, we
Like,
should
you're
go
gonna
get
have
this to eat.
full-blown
And he
no
was-
spend days.
Yeah. And the groceries, we normally spend a chunk of change because we eat so much and we cook all our meals. Today, my goal is to spend $100 total in the grocery store to last us, like, for the week. And I think I can do it.
Do you?
Yeah. It's going to be minimal eating.
Mhm.
But I'm going to find a way to stretch my buck.
Maybe get a lot of, like, rice.
Yeah, it's going to be rice, chicken, broccoli week, eggs for breakfast, and, like, peanut butter sandwiches. Last night we had a peanut butter sandwich to eat. Like, just because, like, I am thinking about, I got a lot of things to pay for here in Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miami's coming quickly.
So quickly.
And the money isn't coming with it.
No, it's not.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah, so we're gonna live light the next couple weeks.
Yeah, I need to do that too, but the problem with that is I'm going to Disney tomorrow.
Oh, wait, that's right. Are you so excited?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you fly tomorrow evening, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Our flight's at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm going to work until like 2:45.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to come here, meet Brianna Carson, get in the car, and go over to the airport at 3.
So fun. Do you have your outfits planned?
Mm-mm. I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
I really want to wear that red Fabletics set
Do it.
with like black and red mini ears.
Oh, that'd be really cute.
Do you think?
No, like, so cute.
I was thinking that. The only thing is the leggings. It's going to be so hot.
Yeah. They're, like, sweat wicking, I
They're
guess.
sweat wicking. I was thinking that too.
Yeah, and if you have on shorts, like, then it's still going to be hot. Like,
And
you're
like
going to have sweat
your
running
legs
down your
rubbed
leg.
together.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm going to do that for one of them. And then I'm not sure what for the other. I have like a one-piece bodysuit thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's like too scandalous.
What does it look like? Like, is it short or
It's shorts.
have I seen you in it?
Mm-mm. Well, I have the black one that I've worn before.
Yeah,
but
with the
that's not the
sweatshirt over
one.
it?
It's brown,
Okay.
but the back is out of it.
Is it similar to the Fabletics one that I wore in Disney? The long one is like snake print. I wore a jacket over it.
It is, but it's shorts instead of pants.
Oh, I think that'll be cute.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't feel like that's scandalous. I think that's very
But the
cute.
whole back is out.
Yeah.
It's like a huge oval in my back.
That's okay.
Do you think?
It's just a back.
But there's children.
Yeah. But I mean, if the whole front was out, I would be like,
That
Maybe
would be
another-
problematic.
yeah.
That's one of
But-
those that they'd be like, you need to go put on a t-shirt.
Did you? Yeah, that would be nice though, because then you'd get a free T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your schedule figured out? Like, did y'all decide what days you're going where?
Yeah, we're gonna go Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios the first day, start at Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Epcot the second day, start at Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to Brianna like on the way down and let her pick if she wants to go back to Magic and see the fireworks or
Mhm.
drink around the world in Epcot
Fun.
because it's her first time, so she gets her say.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a blast. I'm so excited for y'all.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
I was talking to someone the other day, a male,
Uh-huh.
and we were talking about this Disney thing, and it was so funny. He reminded me so much of Tyler.
Really?
He said, I was like, yeah, I'm going to Disney for 2 days. And I was like, you ever been to Disney?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, he was like, yeah, I've been to Disney. And I was like, you didn't like it? And he was like, what did he say? He was like, oh, I see in it. Or he was like, yeah, I saw it. And I was like, that's so funny. That reminds me so much of Tyler. Because, like, you drug him down there. We drug him down there,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "I'm good." Like I saw it, and I just I thought it was so funny. I laughed so hard.
I love that. No, Miss Yolanda, Tyler's mom, wants to plan like a big family trip to Disney.
I bet Tyler's excited.
Yeah, no, like I I just don't care. Like I want to go back. Not now, like not even in like the near future, but like if it was a family trip, I would 100% be down. But I was going to say she was thinking either that or a Disney cruise. I don't know if I'd want to do a Disney cruise. It is so expensive. Like 3 days is like $4,000. And I'm like, what are you going to do to me?
We did that when I was young, but I don't remember it.
Like you better ferry me up like a princess every single morning.
They might.
For that much money?
Yeah, I would rather go to Disney World than take a Disney cruise personally. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a little bit like, I don't want to, I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
In Disney, of course. But I'm a little bit over it. Like, I want to go other places.
Like you can, in your head, you can close your eyes and walk yourself through all of Magic Kingdom right now.
I don't, yeah.
There will be no surprises.
Well, there'll be like the Tron ride I haven't ridden.
That'll be fun.
Guardians of the Galaxy I haven't ridden.
That'll be fun. That'll be a blast.
But, like, it's just like at some point it's like, all right, this is Disney World. Like, it's not like Disney World is amazing and fun and beautiful and magic and all those things. But, like,
Yeah, no, a trip that I really want to take, like, first of all, I want to go to Europe next year.
Yes.
Second of all, another, like, random, okay, I really want to go to New York, but, like, let me just put something else that's been on my list for, like, 2 years.
Oh, do I know?
You do. I want to go to LA,
Oh,
but I want to spend, like, 5 days there, like, 5 full days, and I want to have, like, one of the days for Disney and do both of the parks there and do, like, the Marvel World, all of that, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, go to Malibu, spend some time, like, at the beach area, go to Hollywood, do all of that stuff, do the nightlife. I just think it would be so fun.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wouldn't be going to Disney if we weren't in Orlando.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm going to Orlando for a different reason.
Yeah.
We're just going 2 days early
That's so fun.
to do Disney.
You're going to have a blast.
And Emily and Austin have never been, and Brianna's never been.
You saying that.
So it's going to be like a bunch of people who've never been.
It's more fun going with people for their first time.
Which is why I'm more excited about it.
Yeah.
Because I know for like y'all, the first time I went was like probably so exciting.
Yeah, no, like seeing your little reactions to stuff. Like when taking Lindsay, like it's just so fun.
Yeah.
Seeing like, you know?
Yeah, like realizing how magical it truly is. But it's just like once you go so many times, you're like, okay.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do there. Yeah.
I just want to spend my money elsewhere moving forward in my future.
Well, you're about to, because we're about to have a full-blown couple weeks.
Oh, I know.
August, I have something every weekend.
What's the first weekend?
So first weekend is actually 75 Hard ends that Friday. That Friday night is Jared from Kickball, his birthday.
Cute.
We're going to PF Chang's. Yeah. So,
Woo!
yeah,
That'll be so fun.
I'm excited, but the thing is I can't really, like, eat whatever.
Because it hasn't ended
It's
yet.
the very last day. And then that Saturday, I want to say something has popped up.
I have a baby shower
That Saturday?
in Auburn for my cousin.
Oh, cute.
And I must go because both of the babies are going to be there.
Oh,
My cousin's
fun.
baby Maverick is going to be there, and
Yeah.
then my other cousin's baby Lydia will be there, and then there's going to be a baby in the belly. So
3 babies.
I get to see 2 of my babies on the Earth side. Well, they're all on the Earth side, but 2 of my
Yeah.
babies on the born side.
Cute. And then we have Beyonce the next weekend. We have finagled, is that a word? Our way into a free room and board for that Friday to Sunday.
Shout out.
It's going to be a blast. Like, me and Madison, we have never been in another city by ourselves.
We've been in another city so many times, but there's always other people there.
Yeah. And, like, the thing is, like, we were talking about this. I'm nervous for the people in Atlanta.
Because the thing about us,
yeah.
just like a disclaimer,
Yeah.
like Atlanta, you know how you have cities.
Mhm.
This is just the thing about being a human being. Like, there are cities that you belong in.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about Claire and I is that is Atlanta for both of us.
Yeah.
And
Can't explain it. Like,
can't explain it. It's just like in the air. Like, you literally can't walk down the street without someone telling you that you're pretty. Like, you literally, like, you can't walk in a parking deck.
no, literally, a man pulled his car over one time. Well, okay, the parking deck you got very much hit on. A man pulled his car over one time just to tell me I was pretty. I was like, thank you.
Driving down the road. Had to stop his car in Atlanta traffic. Like, huh?
Like, if you were to look at me right now, you may think, no, I don't
No, no.
But
There's
like-
something about Atlanta.
see it. Like, I think if we were to run for public office of
We
some
should
sort,
do it in Atlanta.
yeah, like we would, hands down, we'd have the vote of the people.
Yeah, I've just never, like, felt more beautiful
Mm-mm.
anywhere.
Yeah. Like,
Ever. Ever. Like, there's no... Birmingham, Alabama could never
Yeah.
treat me the way that Atlanta does.
Right. And I hope Miami. I feel like Miami is going to either be so similar or either
Or
so
so
different.
opposite.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know what Miami's going to be. That only time will tell that. But
Yeah.
the good news is that we're going to get... Our heads are going to be so blown up from the weekend before that it's really not going to matter what happens in Miami.
Yeah.
Because of all the hype that we will receive in Atlanta.
Facts.
And I just can't wait.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited.
I need a good, like, hype weekend. I need someone to be, like,
Yeah.
jaw-dropping.
Yeah, like, just...
I just, like, remember... My personal favorite is, like, anytime you enter a room.
Yeah.
Do you remember, like we get off the elevator at the hotel, we go into the lobby?
Yeah.
It's just, like, eyes.
Eyes.
It's like, am I famous?
Yeah.
Am I Beyonce? Like, why is everyone staring?
What all are we going to do there? It's more like, what are we not going to do?
More like, what are we not going to do? Yeah.
I want to see some cute cocktail bars.
Me too, and I want to be in public a lot.
And just be, like, mysterious, like, who are
Little
they? I would love to
girlies.
go to the mall. I'd love to go to Zara if we can.
Oh,
Pop
we can
in there.
absolutely.
We can do that Friday.
Yes.
I'd love to eat some good food.
Yes.
I'd love to eat something with, like, I'd love to eat some oil and bread.
Some pasta, maybe?
Maybe some pasta. Oh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so pumped.
Me too.
Man.
Well, we didn't talk about any chaos. Are we going to? The camera's about to die.
Honestly, I feel like
Or
this
is
was
this
a really good. I was trying to think of, like, on the way here, looking at e-news, like, what could we talk about? Like, did you hear about? But I feel like the people needed this.
Yeah, just a little catch up.
Did you ever listen to the Taylor Swift song, August?
No, I forgot about it completely.
Okay, we can do that next week
Yeah,
if you
that's
want.
good.
You will really. I think you'll like it. There's also, it's trending. You know that The Summer I Turned Pretty show that everybody's talking about?
No.
You haven't seen it? Like, Claudia, Margot, like,
I
everybody's...
just, like, am not really on the internet this past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it's
I
like,
got back from Alaska and I kept seeing people talk about Threads, and I was like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, you missed some stuff.
Yeah.
Well-
I still don't even have it downloaded.
The show, The Summer I Turned Pretty, it's a book, and I feel like if you were to see it, you would, like, recognize it. The second season just came out on, like, Amazon Prime or whatever. It's a big deal. Like, they had the New York premiere, I guess, while you were in Alaska. But Taylor Swift's songs are, like, in a lot of the show, and she did a different cover of the song August randomly. And it's a trend on TikTok where people are, like, in the ocean running on the beach to the song. And I'm going to have a few drinks, and then I'm going to make you film me doing that.
I would love nothing more.
It's really fun.
Good.
You're just really dramatic, so want to forewarn you.
I can't wait.
This was such a fun episode.
It was so interesting.
I had a blast.
Me too.
We got a lot of fun facts
And
about
if we're done
whales.
before 9.
And we're going to anyway. Yeah, sorry. Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye. Thank y'all. See y'all. Wait.
See y'all later.